Hello my dear students, myself Krutika Patel from Samarpan Gyan School, Rata. We are going to continue with our topic done of class 8th Social Science History, chapter number 3, Ruling the Countryside. Before we begin with our next topic, let's revise our topic we have covered in the previous lecture. Here with this picture we can see that the Robert Clive, the British governor, accepting the Diwani of Bengal. So here in this chapter we were going to discuss about how the company came to colonize the countryside, how they organized the revenue resources and what they wanted from our people, what they want to produce in our country. So how they started controlling all over India. So they started with the East India Company in India, and then they started taking over whole over the country. The East India Company became the Diwani of Bengal on 12th August 1765. The East India Company became Diwan. Now it had the financial right. It became the chief financial administrator of the Bengal. Now country need to administer the land and organize its revenue resources. Now how the company was going to revenue from the revenue for the company, how the company is going to get revenue income. So the company's main aim was to increase the revenue by buy fine cotton and silk cloth as cheaply as possible. Its main aim was to increase the revenue, income बढ़ानी थी. By how? By buying the cotton and silk at very very cheap rate and then selling it at the double prices. So the company purchased goods in India by importing gold and silver from Britain, and now it is financed by revenue collection in Bengal. Now they had a problem. What problem they had? The economy of Bengal faced a deep crisis. How? Because they wanted everything at cheap rates. उनको सब सस्ता चाहिए था, and so artisans को जबरदस्ती बोला sell it at very cheap rates, and so the artisans left Bengal. They left Bengal and went to the other places. The poor peasants, garib kisan, they were asked to pay heavy duties and they were unable to pay it, and the agriculture was collapsing. And by the time what happened? By the time the Bengal was hit by famine, अकाल पड़ गया था, and they killed about 10 million populations over there. And so what was the need? The need was to improve the agriculture को change किया जाए, system of agriculture. So in 1793 the company introduced the permanent settlement system. What did company introduce? Permanent settlement system. By the term of settlement, so company introduced permanent settlement system, wherein this settlement means Rajas and Talukdars they were known as zamindars. इनको zamindar बोला गया, and they had to collect the rents from the peasants, which was fixed permanently by the Britishers, who were asked to collect this zamindars. जो राजा और तालुकदार थे उनको जमींदार का नाम दे दिया गया. They were called zamindar. And what these zamindars have to do? They have to go to peasants and collect the rent from the peasants and pay this rent as a revenue to the company. और ये कंपनी के लिए इनकम हो जाती थी. उनसे रेंट लो, इनको दे दो मुफ्त में, and this was revenue, that was an income for the company. And this rent was fixed by the Britishers कि 5,000, तो 5,000 compulsory they have to pay. So this settlement was ensure a regular flow of revenue into the company's offices, and at the same time encourage the zamindars to invest in improving the land. And what happened? What they said, that they have to make improvement in agriculture. जमींदार्स को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दे दी दैट यू हैव टू improve the agriculture to generate extra income for themselves. If you want to earn more, agriculture को सुधारो and you can earn more. So this was the main aim of Britishers. But what thing happened is the problem arose in permanent settlement. Permanent settlement created problems, and soon the company officers discovered that zamindars were not investing in the improvement of the land. They saw that they didn't prove to be useful thought of the company. जो कंपनी ने सोचा उस तरफ का परमानेंट सेटलमेंट नहीं चली. These zamindars were not investing in the land because the rent fixed was so high. Because the zamindars were not investing because the fixed revenue was very, very high, and that became impossible for zamindars to pay it off. By the first decade of 19th century, the situation changed. The prices in the market rose. अचानक से what happened? The prices in the market rose, and civilization, cultivation slowly expanded. Cultivation बढ़ने लगा. Even then, the zamindars were not improving in the land. They were not interested in improving the land. What happened? Auctions was put on by the company. Now, what does this auctions mean? Do you know what is auction? Something is being sold out. बोली लगाना. Like somebody is selling something and everyone will be saying one will be saying 1 lakh, then 1 lakh 1, 1 lakh 2, 1 lakh 3, then the other one will say 3 lakhs, and if now nobody will increase above that, so it will be sold at that amount. So that is auction. So in the villages, the cultivators found that the system extremely oppressive. Cultivators ने इस system को very oppressive find किया, and the rent that paid to zamindar was too high. And so they took a loan from moneylenders, and when they failed to pay the rent, they were evicted from the land. अब ज़मींदार भी कैसे भरेंगे, farmers भी कैसे भरेंगे? So they took loan from the moneylender, but they were not able to pay this loan back, and so they were evicted from the land. Evicted मतलब land से उनको हटा दिया गया. So here, meanwhile, some things new were noticed by the company. The situation was changing and the price was increasing and the agriculture was expanding, but still zamindars were not interested, were not keen interest. They were not investing in improvement, and they were gaining a lot without putting any efforts. zamindars को ऐसे ही सब मिले जा रहा था, पैसा मिले जा रहा था बिना कुछ किए. So why were they going to take efforts? On the other hand, cultivators found this very oppressive. जो cultivators थे जो इसे भर रहे थे, they found it very oppressive, and they did not have any ownership over the land. उनकी land खुद की भी नहीं थी. जो peasants थे, they were not having any land, and so we know that problems being faced by the company regarding the generation of revenue. क्या हुआ? कंपनी को revenue पहुंच नहीं रही थी, and slowly it came to an end, and another system was planned by them. So now company officers decided to change the system of revenue. जो system थी उसको change करने का सोचा. By the early 19th century, many company officers felt that it was important for the company to survive. Survive तो करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो हमें उखाड़ के फेंक देंगे this Indians. So they have to survive, and so on the fixed amount of rent that it was getting, because now the expenses of the companies have increased, उनका खर्चा बढ़ रहा था, and they decided to develop the new method of collection. So Holt Maxey devised a new system in 1822. That system was Mahalwari system. Under his direction, the collector went from village to village, inspecting the land, measuring the field, and recording the customs and rights of the different group. An estimated revenue of each plot within a village and added up to the calculation the revenue that each village means each mahal had to pay. So what was that? He measured each field customs. what happened? अब उसने क्या किया? उसने एक कलेक्टर अपॉइंट किया जो विलेज से विलेज जाएगा. उसने पूरे लैंड की जांच पड़ताल की, एवरीथिंग इज सॉ, और उसने कैलकुलेट किया पूरा कि एक फील्ड से उसको कितना महल मिलेगा, एक विलेज से, ईच विलेज से कितना. उसने पूरा कैलकुलेशन कर दिया कि इतनी रेवेन्यू आनी ही चाहिए. कस्टम एंड राइट्स ऑफ द पीपल वर रिकॉर्डेड. एस्टिमेटेड रेवेन्यू, एस्टिमेटेड अंदाज़ा लगा दिया of each plot within the village and added up to revenue that each mahal had to pay, and the revenue was not permanently fixed. It was to be revised periodically. अभी 2000 है तो बाद में 3000 भी हो सकता है. So it should not be fixed. He said that it will be changed periodically. Instead of zamindar, the village headman was made responsible of collecting. A village headman collector was made for paying the revenue to the company. So these were the steps. While the Mahalwari system of revenue collection was introduced in the northern parts of the country, and the another method came into use in the southern part of India. Upper side, northern parts of India, Mahalwari system was being used, and at the other part of India, on the southern part, the other system, that is Rohitwari system or a Munro system. You may say it Munro or you may say it Rohitwari system. दोनों में से कोई भी एक नाम ले सकते हो. That system was established. Now what is Munro system? In the southern parts of India this was established. So a new system was divided, that is Rohitwari. This system was gradually extended all over South India. The settlement had to made directly with the cultivators. Well, cultivators मतलब रोहितवरी सिस्टम. तो रोहित जो है वह RYOT, रोहित, दैट इज़ नोन एज दी कल्टिवेटर, जो कल्टिवेट कर रहा है. रोहित refers to as the cultivator. This system was actually based on the method applied by the Captain Alexander Reid on the small scale, in which the areas were won over by the company after defeating the टीपू सुल्तान. रॉयट्स टीपू सुल्तान को हराने के बाद जिस एरिया पे कंपनी का कब्जा था वहाँ पे ये सिस्टम स्टार्ट हुई थी. रॉयट्स वर कंसिडर्ड एज दी, जो कल्टिवेटर्स थे उनको रॉयट्स बोला जाता था. हु वर टिल द लैंड, जो टिलिंग करके, फार्मिंग करके जो लैंड का काम करते थे. सो दिस फील्ड हैड टू बी carefully and separately surveyed before the revenue assessment was made. Revenue assessment के पहले ही उसको carefully the field was to be measured. But everything did not go proper. In order to increase the income from the land, the revenue officers fixed the high revenue demand, and the peasants were unable to pay. The riots fled the countryside. Villages became deserted in many regions. What happened? ये सारे चीज़ें गड़बड़ा गई. Problems happened. Now, peasants were unable to pay the taxes. It was impossible for them to pay the taxes, and they went here and there in the search of another regions. And by the end of the 18th century, Britishers tried to expand the cultivation. अब Britishers को पैसा ही चाहिए anyhow, and so they wanted to expand the cultivation. And what cultivation they want to expand? The opium and the indigo, and that was planted in various parts of India. They also forced cultivators to grow various other crops. कल्टिवेशर्स को फोर्स करके बोला गया कि बंगाल में तो जूट ही ग्रो करना है, आसाम में टी ग्रो करो, उत्तर प्रदेश में शुगर केन, पंजाब में वीट, महाराष्ट्र पंजाब में कॉटन, मद्रास में राइस. एंड सो बेसिकली मोर एम्फेसिस वाज लेड ऑन द कल्टिवेशन ऑफ इंडिगो. ये सब तो ग्रो करना ही था, बट साथ में इंडिगो वाज ग्रोन at the large scale. But why was indigo grown with too much importance? So does that color has any history? Yes, it has. and it has a very big topic with it, and so that topic will be discussed by me in the next video lecture. Till then, I hope the concept which I am explaining is getting clear to you. So we'll meet in the next video lecture. Till then, bye.